So,
Okay, let's have Dennis join me on practice type 24.3. We're going to use function machines to write the first question. So let me just cut the first question out for you, put it over here. Let me do a little bit of editing to it as well, just to change the question a bit so we don't use them all up. Answer is... Okay, read the new question for me, please, Mr. Dennis. Okay. Allow students to unmute. Yeah, you can. Dennis, are you there?
hello.
Read the question, please.
If we halve it and add 8, the answer is 84.
Lovely. So now let's change this into a machine. So we're going to have X. You turn it into like a rocket style machine if you want. So what goes at the end of the machine, Dennis?
The end of the machine is 84.
Lovely. If you halve it and add 8, so what's the first bit that we do?
The first bit is divided by 2,
And the second bit is?
add by 8.
Okay, so now how do you solve this?
We move the 84 and do the opposite.
So we reverse the function machine. Opposite add 8 is?
Minusing 8.
And opposite divide by 2 is?
Timesing by 2.
And that should give us our original value. So what's 84 minus 8?
76.
And then what's 76 times by 2?
76 times by 2. 152.
Okay, let's put it through the machine now. 152 divided by 2 is?
76.
So it works, yeah?
Yeah.
Lovely. So that's the method that we're going to be using throughout today's work. We're going to be changing all of our English sentences. We're going to form the equations using function machines and then simply reverse them. So that was done very nicely. Right, let's have a go at another question. Let's pick B. Okay, copy. Okay, let's have Amina, join me in this one, please.
If we add 17 and subtract 3, the answer is 18.
Okay, read it again, please.
If we add 17 and subtract 8, the answer is 18.
Okay, so I've done a little bit of modification, right? So let's set up our machine then. So we start with X. You can even use circles if you like. It doesn't have to be like a rocket type shape. So what goes into the first circle?
Is it add 17?
And what goes into the second circle?
Subtract 8.
And what goes at the end?
18.
Okay, now what do we do to work out the original X?
Do we have to first 10 subtract 8 to add 8 and then do add 17 to subtract 17?
Lovely. So what's 18 at 8?
18 at 8 is it 26?
What's 26 take away 17?
26. Is it
9?
9?
Because 26 take away 16 will give you 10, and then minus the extra 1, that'll give you 9. So let's put it back in. What's 9 at 17? What's 9 at 17 will give us 26. And we minus the 8 will give us 18. It works. Fantastic. Lovely. So this machine method is working nicely for us at the moment. Okay. So I'm going to give you a couple of questions from that section to do now using the machine technique. So these are... Okay, so we have those 2, 3. If you subtract 3, okay. Right, so them are the questions I'd like you to do. I'm going to put 3 minutes on the timer for you guys to have a go at them, please. Off you go.
Sir, send your answers.
Okay, right. We've got a minute left on the timer.
On the third one, sir.
How come?
I don't know. Are we still supposed to be recording?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Okay.
Dennis, how many questions have you finished?
Me.
Yeah.
I've done. Let me see. I've done 4 questions and one I'm stuck on.
Which one's that?
If you multiply this number by the number of.
Sides of pentagon. You got to read the rest of the question. It just hasn't been highlighted. That's always the whole question together.
Yeah.
I've finished the questions, so I'll send you my answers.
You can't do right. Let's get ourselves ready for doing the questions now.
I've only done 3.
Okay, never mind. Let's do the first 3 then. Okay, so Mr. Maher, let's do the first 3.
Sir,
Yes.
I have to go now.
Okay. Who's that?
It was Amina.
Okay. I don't know where she has to go in the middle of her work. 20 minutes early for the lesson.
Sir, it's urgent.
Okay, dokie. I'll send you the video of the rest of the stuff, okay?
Allah Hafiz.
Okay. Right, let's copy these things out. I have enough space there. Copy.
So send you my answers.
Okay, get ready to do the question, man.
All right.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Mahir, the first three questions are yours. Let's quickly explain them while everybody else finishes them.
If we add
Come on.
7 and subtract 3, the answer is 18. So it'd be x plus 7, take away 3 equals 18. You have to
And
do the
then?
inverse. So you go underneath with the arrow. It'd be plus 3 and then take away 7, which equals x.
So what will the
So
answer be?
the answer would be 14.
Okay, and the next
If
one?
we subtract 9 from this number and then add 11, the answer is 16. Then you do it underneath, and then you do take away 11 plus 9, and I think that equals 14 again.
So you got 16, take away 11. 5 and 9, okay. You got two answers, 14. Good.
And
And
the
the next
final
one?
one, if we subtract 6 and add 3, we get 17. Is okay, take away 6 and then plus. So then instead you do minus 3 and plus 6, which is 20.
Can you give me ice cream as well, please? Fill up one
I've
now.
got another one.
So what's the answer?
Yeah.
20. Okay, lovely. Okay, right. Let's have a look at the bottom ones. Dennis, are you ready?
Yeah.
The bottom
Yeah.
ones, yeah?
If we multiply this number by the number of sides of a pentagon, the answer is 45. So the size of a pentagon is 5. So that's the key part. So we need to write down x times by 5, which is 45. We do the reverse, which is 45 divided by 5, which is 9.
Correct. Next question, Dennis.
Half this number added to half a dozen is 14. So the first part is divided by 2 because half is the number. And then we need to know what is a dozen. A dozen is 12.
So half a dozen is?
6. Then we need to do reverse, which is 14 minus 6, which is 8, times by 2, which is 16. X is 16.
Excellent. Okay, for this next question, Safa, please join me. Safa, you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear. Yeah, go.
45 is 3 more than half this number. So first you do x at 3 and divide by 2. And then does it
Okay,
tell you the
45
answer?
is 3 more than half this number. Are you sure the half the number goes last?
Oh no, divide by 2 first.
And then,
Add 3
and then,
equal 45.
okay, so you got to write the rule properly. If you don't write the rule properly, you won't get the answer right. 45 is 3 more than half this number. Even though the word half this number is written last, it's actually the first thing that's been done. Then you make it 3 more. You can't make something 3 more. That doesn't mean it already exists. When you're taking something away from something or you're adding it, you need the item to be there first. So go.
So 45 and minus 3 and then divided by 2. No, times 2, sorry.
So what's 45 take away 3?
42.
And what's 42 times by 2?
84.
It's 84 divided by 2 is?
42.
Add 3 is 45. So it works if you feed it back in the other way around. Excellent, lovely. But you have to write the rule properly. So remember, this bit here is over here.
Okay.
And this bit here is over there. So you got to remember that. Okay, next one. Okay, thank you for that. Let's have a next one. Copy. Okay, let's have for this next question, Mr. Musa. Before Mr. Musa gets cracking with this question, let's do some bit of modification. Oh, no, we're not supposed to do modification. This is the one that you guys actually done. Just remember, let's do the actual question. Musa, go.
18 is 4 less than twice this number.
So what number, what do you do first?
Times by 2.
Absolutely. What do we do last?
Minus 4.
And what's the answer?
18.
And then what do we do next?
Then we do plus 4 and divide by 2. So you get 11.
So 18 add 4 is?
22.
11
Divide.
times 22. Yeah, that works. Fantastic. Lovely. Okay. Some questions for you guys to try now. Go. I'm gonna pause the recording. Oh, yeah, really. Okay, copy.
Send you the answer, sir.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Okay, let's copy them out. Okay, the first question, Dennis, let's do this question with me, please.
9 is 4 more than half this number. So the first thing is divide by 2. The second thing is plus 4, and then the answer is 9. We need to do the reverse. 9 minus 4, which is 5, then times by 2, which is 10.
Which works. Good. Let's grab the next one. Oops. And the next one, please, Dennis.
45 is less than 6 times this number. So the first action is times by 6. The second action is minus 9. And the answer is 45. So 45 plus 9, which is 54, divided by 6, which is 9.
What's 45? This bit. So
Pardon?
what's 45 at 9?
54.
And then 54 divided by 6?
9.
Fantastic. Okay, here comes the last bit.
Is this the last part of the lesson, sir?
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Maher, help me do this question now. Oops.
So stop.
Right, there's the new question. Do it for me, please.
16 is 6 times smaller than this number.
So the number, we don't know what it is. We're going to be doing two things to it. And the answer is?
16.
Okay, the answer, sorry, not two things, one thing. Okay. So 16 is 6 times smaller. And what does
Divided by 6.
So times smaller means divided by 6. Lovely. So how do we work out the answer now?
We do the opposite times by 6. And 16 times by 6 is, I think, 96.
Yeah, it should be 6 plus 36, which is 96. Good. Okay, excellent. Now let's grab another question.
Should I do the next one as well, or?
Yeah, you can do. Give me a second.
Okay.
Let me cut it out. Copy.
This
Paste.
one's easy. I remember it from homework.
Okay, give me a second while I do a little bit of modification to it. Off you go.
2000 is 40 times larger than this number.
So what goes in the middle? What goes at the end?
Is it times by 40?
Yeah, times larger means times by 40. And what's the answer?
2000.
So how do we work out the answer?
You do divide by 40. I think it's 50.
So let's do some counting together. And then you got 200. So if you do 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 20 divided by 4 is 5. So you're going to be left with 5 and the 0. So the answer is
50.
50. Good. Right. Okay. So I've just done those ones. Now I want you guys to do this. No, I think I'm on the wrong one. I need to be on the right page. Here we go. Questions for you guys. Wee, that's a big thick marker. Two questions to do. Go.
I sent you the answers.
Thank you.
So I knew the answers the second you said them because I remember it from homework and I know how to work out.
Okay, there's nothing kind of bright in memorizing answers. I'm sure we're trying to learn the mathematical method, and none of our program is about memorizing, apart from if you need to memorize vocabulary, which you should be memorizing. I don't want you to memorize mathematical answers. And especially, I mean, I don't know why you feel so proud of, say, oh yeah, I've memorized the answers. I don't even know how that's even going to help the situation. I want you to practice the method, and you tell me I've memorized the answer and I've read the answer. You're not exactly following the spirit of the lesson, which is learning the method, writing out the question, writing out the method. Okay, give me 1 second while you guys do that. Give me 1 second. Okay, it's still recording. Okay. Okie dokie. Right, let's do this question now quickly. So, Mahir, question, the first one, I want you to show me the method, please. Go.
Okay, so 8 is 7 times smaller than this number. So it would be, I think, divide by 7.
And then?
You do, instead, you do times by 7, and that gives you 56.
So make sure when you do your homework, Mahir, you don't memorize the answers from the previous work. Because, oh yeah, I'm just going to write down a list of answers because I'm so bright. You got to write out the question, show this new function machine method, and then do it. Next one.
150 is 3 times larger than this number. I think it'd be x times by 3.
And the rest of it?
Equals 150. Instead, you do divide by 3, which gives you 50.
Okay, right, well done. So that's going to be given back to you to do for homework, those 3 parts, but you need to write out the question for each one, write out the question, write it in the number machine and reverse it.
Okay.
Like the way we've done here. So if you
Okay.
look over here, we have the question written out, the number machine in one color going forward, reverse color in another color with the answer. Next
I wish
question.
you could do it on a computer.
Hmm?
I wish you could do it on a computer so you could just copy and paste.
Well, I don't know. You're going to have to generate yourself. Copy and paste what? You're just lazy. That's what you are. There's no kind of cure for that.